intend to travel, and so it's been a few moments with you. Let's see if we wait a bit. Some folks join the broadcast here. Hi, I'm actually in Culver City, California. I think I can take my mask off because now, if there's nobody around, I'll be able to take my mask off. But let's see. How's it going, everyone? I know I'm a little bit early, about 15 minutes earlier than I said I'd go live, but here we are. Anybody out there? It's a little windy out here. Anybody with me? I'm gonna take the mask off. I think I can, unless someone shows up. Hey, Walter, how are ya? There's one person, Walter. So I'm today paying tribute to Leonard Nimoy, Dr. Spock. All you Trekkies out there. He would have been 90 just a week ago. See if I can do this. He would have been 90, and I'm actually at his gravesite. So the waterfall you hear is where he's buried. I'm doing good. Let me turn the camera around. So this waterfall is the burial site, and I hope you guys can hear me all right, of Leonard Nimoy, Dr. Spock, as he's known as. And this is his burial site here. Folks have left stuff. He died in 2015. Folks have left rocks and LLAP, live long and prosper. And it's a beautiful spot. Hey Shirley, how are you? So March 26th, I missed the date because I was trying to come out here on March 26th, but I got busy. Yeah, he was an awesome actor, and I'm sure some of you Trekkies would like to see where he's buried, and this is where, right next to this pond, this waterfall. There's a stone there. Hi, Sarah. It says Leonard Nimoy, 1931, 2015. Beloved husband, father, Hall P, great-grandfather, and friend. And there is the hands. They live long in the hands. LLAP, live long and prosper. And the water you're hearing is this water feature here at his gravesite. It's a beautiful gravesite. People leave stuff. Obviously he has fans. You want to share this broadcast? Can you share broadcasts on the apps? I guess you could. I don't know. Can you invite people? I'll give you a quick 360 of what the. I'm at Hillside Memorial. We are Hillside Memorial. It's a Jewish cemetery in Culver City, California. Leonard Nimoy was Jewish and is very active in the Jewish community. I obviously couldn't go to the mass site because it was closed because of COVID, but now it's, I believe it's reopened. Everything was shut down. But I hope you appreciate this. The burial site of Leonard Nimoy, Dr. Spock. Thank you, Shirley. When Leonard Nimoy died in 2015, they named an asteroid after him. So there's an asteroid named in his honor. The people in the International Space Center, the astronauts, one of them tweeted his photo. They paid respects to him. President Barack Obama tweeted about him. William Shatner, Captain Kirk, could not make the funeral, but he sent his daughters. So his daughters represented him. But William Shatner did not attend the funeral. He was not able to attend. If I can walk on the grass here. Yes, he played in Mission Impossible, for example. Obviously, he did a bunch of movies and television shows, but he played for 2 seasons in Mission Impossible. The TV show, not the movie, the TV show. There was a TV show called Mission Impossible, and he was in that for 2 seasons. But he did all the TV shows as well, of course. He was a frequent mention on The Big Bang Theory. If you guys watch The Big Bang Theory, Leonard Nimoy even lent his voice to one episode. He was also a songwriter, a singer, artist, photographer. So he dabbled in that as well. Let's go back here. So somewhere out there there's an asteroid named after him. So there's not a lot of comments here on HAP, so unless they're delayed. But anyway, that's okay. See that? So someone left a stone, says LLAP. Live long and prosper. Someone left a like a book you can write notes. It's like a record. Star Trek. See that? Star Trek. The record. And it's kind of like a book. You can open and write. Well, Leonard Nimoy, if you don't know, I mean, not everybody's a Trekkie, a Star Trek fan, so not a lot of folks know much about him. I'm not an expert on Star Trek, but I do know that he started in Star Trek for over 50 years, starting with the pilot that they did, the first episode. So Leonard Nimoy started at the very beginning with Star Trek, and through 2013 was his last role. He directed Star Trek: The Search for Spock. He did, and then A Voyage Home, I believe, also. But he directed two movies of Star Trek, including The Search for Spock. So he directed that one. But for 50 years, that was a role he played. Okay, that's what I said, Walter. I'm not an expert. I call him Dr. Spock. Mr. Spock. That's right. He wasn't a doctor, was he? The doctor was, but I knew that, but you're right, it's a mistake. I'll correct it later. I think I can correct titles. Hey, Josephine. It's Mr. Spock. Walter, you're right. Walter is correct. Mr. Spock. And he was a Vulcan. Vulcans. So tell me if I'm wrong. Vulcans didn't show any emotions. That does not compute. Good to see you too, Josephine. You're a big Trekkie? Maybe you can tell us stuff we don't know. This is where he's buried. I don't know if have you seen Walter? Have you ever seen his burial site? Or is this the first time you're seeing it here live? I don't know. Well, this is his burial site here, and this is right next to this beautiful bridge here. There's a bridge. So you come across the bridge. And by the bridge there's a waterfall. Water feature here. And he's buried right next to it with some beautiful flowers. Beautiful flowers. And plantings. Very peaceful. There are places to sit. So you come out here and sit. Contemplate. Now he was a heavy smoker, addicted to smoking, he said, for more than 30 years. So he developed cardiopulmonary condition. and his health deteriorated from that as smoking. So it was a pulmonary condition. Died at age 83. Thanks for the high five, Josephine. Yeah, I remember because my grandparents used to watch it. They were big Star Trek fans. And when I stayed with my grandparents, there was only one TV. So whatever they decided to watch, that's what we would watch. They were the boss. So we But Star Trek is obviously is in syndication. You can pretty much see it anywhere around the world, dubbed in different languages or subtitled. So it's a well-known series. Then, of course, there's been so many Star Trek TV shows and movies after that. Star Trek The Next Generation, Star Trek this, Star Trek that. And of course, different captains. Captain Picard. I watched it religiously, loved Arturo. I don't know. It was just a show that was on. I didn't know what they loved about it. They just watched it. They never told me. Hey, Mary. And again, this is the burial site, if you're just joining me, of Leonard Nimoy, aka Mr. Spock. Mr. Spock. He would have been 90 on March 26th, several days ago. March 26th. A few days ago would have been 90 years old. And so I decided to come out. I'm only 20 minutes away to, especially for all the Trekkies, to pay homage to Mr. Spock. And again, it's a beautiful spot right here with the waterfall. There's a little bridge here, beautiful flowers here. Beautiful flowers. The waterfall is coming from here, cascading down under the bridge, and then cascading over here as well. Never got into Star Trek. Yeah, some people obviously, some people are more into it than others. Some people just watch it. I watch it, but I'm not religious about it. Like some people like do the whole at Comic-Con, they do the whole costume. They know everything about Star Trek. They know all the Star Trek trivia. I'm not one of those people, sorry. They know what year everything happened, what year the movies came out, what happened in the movies, who played who, which characters, that. Beam me up. Yeah, it's Mr. Spock. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a mask on because people are coming. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna have to do a maneuver to put my mask on. Buongiorno, Mari. Good to see you, Mari. Hang on. Are they coming? Oh, no, good. They're not coming there. Okay, never mind. They're not coming. I thought they were coming toward me. We are now allowed to not wear a mask outside, but My sister claims to be a Trekkie, but she never gets my Star Trek references. Yeah, I know there's some people out there said they're Trekkies, probably meaning they just watch it sometimes, occasionally. My friend's dad was Scotty. I never met him. Oh, wow. Now, here's something I really don't know. I think all the main characters of Star Trek, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but all the main characters except Leonard Nimoy are still alive, right? So William Shatner is still alive. Nichelle Nichols is still alive, I believe, right? Um, what's his name? Zulu. Good to see you too, Marty. I think most of them, the main ones, the main characters, are still alive. William Shatner, as I said, is still alive. What's his name is always on Twitter. George Takei is still alive. William Shatner grew up in Montreal. If he ever come. Well, I've been to Montreal several times. So they're all still around. I still see William Shatner on TV on promoting this or that. So Scotty is not alive. So Nimoy, DeForest Kelly, yeah. So most of them have lived long and prospered. Most of them have lived long and prospered. Well, you could say, so did Leonard Nimoy. He lived till 83 years old. Again, I'm at Hillside Memorial. It's in Culver City, which was known for movie making. What little I know about Leonard Nimoy, he actually was a acting teacher. He taught acting before he really got into acting himself. He was a acting coach, acting teacher, and he had some small roles. He even did some alien movies back in the 50s. Oh yeah, there was tons of spin-off shows. I don't know how many, but some are still on TV. The one I remember is Star Trek: The Next Generation. But yeah, there are several spin-off shows and movies, of course. And those are still running on TV, some of them. And I was never able to do the live long and prosper thing, but now I think I can. I think I can now. It took me a long time to do this. I'm in Culver City. I lived here for 31 years. Hey, Eric, how are you? So finally, I've been able to do it without using my other hand to position my fingers. Hey, Nikki, how are you? Welcome. I think Bill Shatner's aunt, Gertrude Shatner, was an acting teacher. So you know more than me. I don't even know William Shatner's aunt's name. You do. It's beautiful here. Beautiful flowers, roses, gardenias. Of course, well kept. Again, I thought I'd do this for all the Star Trek fans out there who, in celebration of Mr. Spock. Mr. Spock, the Vulcan, who would have been 90 on March 26, 2 days ago. And his burial site is at the waterfall here, the water feature, water fountain, I should say. A cascading water fountain, a waterfall. Yeah, the flowers are pretty. They're all actually kind of a purplish lavender color. So they gave him a nice spot here. Where where is this at? So we will visit. This isn't obviously I'm in Culver City, but this is Hillside Memorial Cemetery. Hillside Memorial Cemetery. It's right up on it's the right out the 405. You will see the Al Jolson Memorial, the big memorial that was done by the black architect Paul Williams. I've scoped that before for Black History Month. You can't miss it from the 405. The big memorial for Al Jolson is on the other side. Was that Periscope's birthday? No, Periscope is in May. Periscope's birthday is in May. May 26th. No, May something, but it's in May. You went to a Periscope meetup in Culver City? Oh, cool. Yes, this is a Jewish cemetery. It's Hillside Memorial Park. Hillside Memorial Park. I'll walk out a little bit and show you the entrance. And then we'll walk back. But it's a beautiful. Yeah, I mean, people come and leave stuff. The groundskeeper told me that they do leave some of it still there, but because some people come and there's so much of it, they take it away. So because there's so much, otherwise it would accumulate like crazy. So what they do is that they will leave a few of them, like you see right there. But if it starts to get like, especially if it's too much, like bulky stuff and signs and stuff like that, they take it away. So this is it right here, Hillside. It's beautiful. I can hear the ferry. That's Univision right there. Univision, the TV station. And I think he's in section Solomon section. So you come in off this main street, block number, right in front of block number 4 and 3. And I think it's Solomon. And then you come in here, right off the street. You start to hear the waterfall. Episode of Hoarders. Yeah, exactly. So because there's so many fans, they come and leave stuff. So depending on what they leave, they'll remove stuff. And then you walk in this beautiful walkway. Yeah. The flowers. And then right at the bridge to the right, that's where he's buried. So you cross this bridge over the water. And so right here to the right, you'll see Mr. Spock. Right, this rock here. The LLAP, in case you're wondering, is live long and prosper. One was left, it says, miss you, Dad. Did he have a daughter? I didn't know he had a daughter, but someone wrote, miss you, Dad. Someone wrote Poppy, love, legacy, wisdom. And then someone left something that looks like a book that you can sign. And it's a record, a vinyl record, 45 record. And the record is Star Trek by the I can't read it, the menagerie something. The menagerie something or the other is called by Paramount. It's called Star Trek. And they let the pen, and I guess you can open it up and sign, I guess. But the name of the record is Star Trek. Beautiful day today, by the way. Just absolutely beautiful. It's going to be 75 degrees Fahrenheit and sunny, so it feels good. Where's the sun? Sun is over here. Hi, everybody. It's me. It's so bright out here I can hardly see the screen, but I think I'm aiming correctly. Hi. That's Holy Cross Cemetery. Want my ashes into a kitchen timer so I will be useful after death? Really? A kitchen timer? Is this the cemetery where your car can roll up the hill? No, that's not here. No, it's not here. Different cemetery. Different place. And so if we walk down, the water feature actually is not just limited here. It just runs through this section. this entire section where there are other folks buried, of course, next to Leonard Nimoy. So it kind of comes down here. 90 in northern. Whew. Well, we're going to get that warm later, but right now it cooled down. So it's a very nice water feature here. Another bridge here. By the way, a lot of celebrities are buried here. This is the LA area. So tons of celebrities, movie people, people who are in the film industry are here. Al Jolson, as I said, is one of the prominent ones out front on top of the hill with that big monument. One of them that struck me when I was reading up on this last night was Alan Sherman is here. Alan Sherman, you probably don't know the name, but Alan Sherman is the person who had the big hit back in the 60s about camp. And it's called Hello Mother, Hello Father. You guys know that one? Hello Mother, Hello Father. Here I am at Camp Granada. Camp is very entertaining. And they say we'll have some fun if it stops raining. Well, that one? The guy who wrote that, he's buried here. But there's some other bigger names than that. Sheldon Leonard is here, big time Hollywood producer. You guys know that song? Google it. It's funny. It was a big hit for him, Alan Sherman. I love that song. Camp Granada. Jeff Ocean. Hey, Jeff. Just subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. You know that song? Do-do-do-do. Do-do. Dearest mother, and father, how's my precious little brother? Let me come home if you miss me. I will even let Aunt Bertha hug and kiss me. You know the song? Mel Brooks, I love Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks is funny. Take me home, oh mother, father, take me home. I hate Granada. Take me home. Oh, the one with the spooky hill, yeah. Lost the rearview mirror, yeah. My dentist let me record it. It was a fun song. Yeah, Alan Sherman. That was his only hit. I mean, he had some other songs, but that was hit number 2 on the charts back in the 60s. He was like a precursor to Weird Al Yankovic. You know, Weird Al Yankovic does a lot of stuff like that, spoofing songs. Well, Alan Sherman did that. Nell Carter is here. Who else is here? There's a lot of... anyway, you can Google Hillside Cemetery and they'll give you the list of famous people who are buried here. It's a big cemetery. Mel Brooks, the 2,000-year-old man. Yeah. Anyway, my friends, as I said, my main purpose to come out here is to pay homage to Not Dr. Spock, but Mr. Spock. That's a mistake I made. I called him Doctor in the title. Dr. Spock is someone completely different, pediatrician. I meant Mr. Spock. The doctor on the TV series was actually played by DeForest Kelly. Scotty was the doctor on the show. It was Mr. Spock, who would have been 90 on I just hurt myself, on March 26th. And so I figured I'd come. I'm only 20 minutes away to share with people who are fans of the show, or if you're not a fan of the show, at least show you the beautiful spot where Leonard Nimoy remains are and the stuff that people leave. You get caught between Lagoon and Yellow Split Pea. Okay. Thanks for the award, Nikki. You met Dr. Spock? Cool. And as I said, Leonard Nimoy has a beautiful. His funeral was attended by at least the graveside by more than 300 people at the graveside. And again, it took me a long time to master the ability to do this. I could not do this to save my life. Now I can. Practice, practice, practice. Or is it like this? Yeah, the Arthur tune, the movie. You get that right? Mork and Mindy a spinoff? I don't think so. Mork and Mindy was sort of like a comedy, goofy comedy. Mork from Ork. Yeah, I used to be able, I had to use my other hand before. Now I can do it. And it's just about relaxing your hand, really. You just have to sort of relax your fingers and do it. You just have to relax. Relax your fingers. Mo Howard is buried here, that's right. From the Three Stooges is also buried here. Yeah, you just gotta relax your hand and just let it go. And part them. See? When I was trying to do it, I was like too stiff and trying and relax, and you will be able to do it. Yeah. Anyway. Speaking of using, well, anyway. Practice. Again, clouds are forming over here. It's not going to rain. It's just got an overcast, but over here it's blue skies. Behind me it's cloudy. I can split my fingers in any arrangement. Really? Alternate video. Spock is in this. Bruno Mars. Hi guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Take some photos. I appreciate you guys joining me. I hope you all appreciate, especially the fans of Star Trek, showing you the final resting place of Leonard Nimoy, aka Mr. Spock, who played Mr. Spock from the very beginning of the show with the pilot for 50 years, 50 years. Directed a couple of the movies. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, y'all.